Food Reviews with Fatty. As always, I'm your host, Fatty, aka Jay. If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know, you know. Now, I'm going to say the first thing about this, okay? I really did not really want to do this at first because there were some things that I was leery about. But since they are new items, and since I am a food reviewer, I had to do it. These sound all right. They look all right. But not as good as they were supposed to look in the pictures, especially. So, just to go ahead and get it out, these things, visually, are not as aesthetic as I thought they would have been. But they're not bad. By the way, this is a 3-part KFC series on 3 of the new items. So this will be part 1. And for the part 1, by the way, this is Food Reviews with Fatty. If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. You know? And of course, I'm Fatty, obviously. Your host. Or whatever you want to call me. So what this is this is the KFC new bowls that they did just release. They actually do have quite a few now. They have variations of these, several variations. To put it simply, the new bowls there are 2 loaded fry bowls, which come in Nashville hot chicken, loaded fries with it's got the coleslaw, pickles, chicken with different flavorings, but this one, in case, the one is Nashville hot. Then there is a special one that's a digital exclusive called the Korean Barbecue Bowl, which is the same, loaded fry bowl. Then there is 2 variations, Korean or hot chicken, Nashville hot, which you can get in macaroni and cheese. Those are all 4. They're all $5 a piece. And I believe there are 2 other variations. I don't really remember the other 2. I saw all of them. But the main ones that they're offering currently are these. So this video is actually going to be a review of the Korean chicken bowl. And then I'm going to also do one of the Nashville hot in the next video. And then I also have a cherry poppers video. That's right, I'm going to pop a cherry on this 3rd video. I'm going to pop a cherry in my mouth. But don't worry, it's not the kind that you would think of. I'm being completely stupid and a little bit of innuendo there. But it's overall, it's not that bad. $5 for a bowl is not horrible. I wish they would have given me more French fries and they would have been a little less generous on the coleslaw end on both of these. But here's the Korean barbecue bowl, which, if you can see, you've got the chicken with the Korean barbecue here, pickles, the coleslaw and the French fries you can see hidden on the very bottom. I mean, these bowls don't look bad, but in my opinion, it's got to look as close to the real thing as possible. Now, we already know that for marketing purposes, it looks better in the pictures. I already know that. I'm not going to be the first one to say it or the last one. I mean, these do look pretty amazing for what they did with this. Except for I don't like pickles on any way besides by itself. They're not bad pickles, though. So I'm going to go ahead and eliminate those right off the top. And there you get a look at a chicken bowl without the pickles. They were kind of blocking a lot of what's going on here. So these are $5. I believe the calories range between 770 calories and 900 calories. For reviewing purposes, I'm only going to be doing everything else for it, basically. So as far as this goes, for $5, it's not a horrible looking deal. The French fries are covered in a lot of coleslaw, but hey, that's just fine. So what I'm going to do first, I've tested a fry with the coleslaw. I'm going to try a little bit of this Korean barbecue with the coleslaw, like this right here. See how that is first. That way I can see what I feel about that first. The chicken tastes pretty decent. And the sauce is like it's almost like a teriyaki soy barbecue sauce kind of flavor. And the coleslaw itself goes pretty good with it. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to try a couple fries, a coleslaw, and a piece of the chicken at the same time. Just so this way I can get a full range of flavors here. That's probably what it should look like to taste everything. I'll give a thorough review, so without further ado. Almost dropped it. Save the chicken. And yes, that's a joke. It's kind of a personal joke, and I'll explain. When I was 18 years old, I worked at Papa John's Pizza in my hometown. And I worked with some really great people as my manager, an assistant manager. And before I go forward, I'm not going to say their last names, but hey, Chris and Lee, I want to give you a shout out. You guys are great managers to work for. And the thing was, that wasn't for a dramatic pause. Just finishing chewing. The thing is that when I worked there, we would always be trying to save money on items. So anytime that somebody saw somebody else putting cheese on the pizza or toppings, the inside joke was, save the cheese. And the whole idea was to be able to not drop cheese on the floor. So save the cheese before you drop it on the floor. Kind of deal. Yeah, so I've always said save the whatever if it's about to fall off. Save the chicken. Save the cheese. Save the pepperoni if there's pepperoni on it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say something. The one thing I've always liked pretty well from KFC, although this may sound plain Jane, is the coleslaw. Their coleslaw, for some reason, even if it's not made fresh right away, like made to order, it's always been one of those things that I liked growing up. KFC was a big part of my family growing up. My grandmother used to order the KFC, and my dad would go pick it up. She would order it when she was still alive from the KFC. She would call the KFC and say, hey, look, we want this. And my dad would pick it up. Or my grandpa before he passed away. And we'd have the KFC chicken from time to time. And we also used to have that awesome stuff that they don't, I'm not sure if they carry anymore, but it was like a chocolate cake, donut shaped. It had like a lava sauce on it. That stuff was really good. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. The coleslaw is really, really tasty. That sauce actually does do something for the French fries, surprisingly. Oh, there it goes a little bit. Save the coleslaw. And it was just a little tiny piece. I'll get it when I'm done with the review. Right now, I'm focusing on you. Now, what I will say about this is not having as much fries in here definitely does do something for this. There's way too much coleslaw, way too little French fries. And the chicken pieces are really small, so it makes it really hard to enjoy that in a way. It's kind of like they just took and cut up the chicken and chicken strips that have been sitting in the warmer for a while. and just threw sauce on those. And that's kind of the disappointment of the day right now. It's because you see that big piece of chicken. It's a gigantic piece of chicken. That could have been at least 2 pieces of chicken. Now, my biggest beef is there's not enough chicken, not enough French fries for a $5 bowl. For it's supposed to be the value. Give me one sec. There we go. It wasn't even meant to be hot. It was supposed to be Korean barbecue. I've been waiting for this for a while. Look. If you can see it, look closely. There it goes. There it goes. I feel it right there. I finally found something spicy enough to make me cry on the show. Because see, I coined a phrase recently. And the phrase I coined was the Hot Gauntlet Challenge. And there it is, the Hot Gauntlet Challenge. I just cried. So I finally found something spicy enough. Even though I've been eating a lot of spicy stuff on some of my videos lately. The wasn't so spicy. I finally found one that had just enough spice on it to finally make me cry. I've been waiting for that for a while. But let's cut back. So yeah. The sauce does everything really great. The fries are good. It's just not enough fries, not enough chicken. So here's where I'm at with it. For this bowl in specific, for the value, since they did that, I'm calling it a 5 out of 10. For the visual, it really looks nothing like what it did in the marketing pictures, obviously. But it does. It was pretty nice looking the way they placed the placement of the pickles. I put everything together. Oh, don't mind me, a little dust ball flew by. Don't feel like getting dust in my food. But, yeah, I am very picky about that, I know. But the main thing is that this visual still was pretty nice looking. So I am going to give it a 6 out of 10. It just doesn't look like the picture. And then for the overall, give me one moment, a little indigestion. Oh, there we go. A little indigestion. There we are. And, yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, the main thing is that it's really tasty. Like I said, it's a really good bowl. It's not bad at all. It's just the matter of how the ratios don't hit as much as I'd like them to. For my overall, to be real quite simply about it, I say 6 out of 10. It's not the worst bowl I've ever had. I know the next one is supposed to be Nashville hot chicken, so it might be hotter. So you might get to see me cry twice in 2 separate videos. But I'm going to find out how hot that is compared to this one in the next video. But still, I mean, it's really good. It's like the coleslaw does something for the sauce. It kind of makes it like not so spicy. But when you get to buy the sauce without the spice, or without the coleslaw, man, it's a little spicy. But I mean, yeah, as far as this goes, overall, it's definitely a 6 out of 10. Like I said, the chicken, man, these chicken strips aren't horrible. And the sauce is definitely the boss in this one, though. That teriyaki style barbecue soy sauce, man. PSA, KFC. And this is my PSA to you. You need to make this sauce in your store. Available in cup form. I really like the sauce. I don't mind that it made me cry. A little bit. One little tear out of my eye, no big deal. But I mean, yeah, I mean, this is a 6 out of 10 easy. I would have said 7 out of 10 had it had a little more fries and looked a little more like what they're trying to advertise as. Because I kind of hate that these companies jazz it up. They get us all excited about something new. And they show this beautiful looking, tasty fry-filled bowl with a little bit of coleslaw and some chicken and sauce. And it looks so good, and then you get to trying it, and it's like, I'll probably have better sauce somewhere. Anyhow, that's going to wrap up the review. I don't really have anything bad to say about this. If you just want a quick bite to eat for $5, this could definitely do it for you. And like I said, it tastes really good. I just can't speak highly enough about the freaking coleslaw. I know that the world is divided when it comes to coleslaw. I get it. I'm not. Coleslaw is absolutely my favorite. My favorite thing from KFC. I don't know if it was because I didn't get enough chicken or I got too much chicken or didn't want a whole lot of chicken, but that and the mashed potatoes and gravy from KFC are the bomb. And just for the record, since everybody's getting up in their feels about it, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. No, I'm not being sponsored by KFC at all. These are the honest opinions from an honest person just like you, or a person just like you. I don't know how honest you are, or anybody else, but my honest opinion is that sauce is great. Anyhow, I'm going to let Mr. Predicto hopefully not ruin everybody's day. And hopefully he doesn't undermine me because he does a lot. So let's ask Mr. Predicto. Mr. Predicto, does this KFC new Korean barbecue loaded fries digital exclusive suck?
Ask later when the time is right.
Okay, Mr. Predicto, now that you're being unpredictable, the time is right. Does this KFC Korean barbecue loaded fries bowl suck?
The answer cannot be found at this moment.
Okay, I'm just going to go with that because Mr. Predicto is being Mr. Unpredictable. Apparently he's lazy today. He's not feeling it. Even though I'm here doing a video. But maybe next video. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. So, again, I want to say thank you to everybody who's liked, subscribed, and rang the bell. Everybody who hasn't, please take 3 seconds out of your day just to subscribe. And if you like the videos, ring the bell. And give it a smash the thumbs up, okay? Also, if you're a food company or any other companies that would like to sponsor the channel, please do reach out to us at foodreviewswithfatty@gmail.com. That's foodreviewswithphatty@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to negotiate a sponsorship deal, which does include offering, not only honest food reviews here on the channel and on my Everything Reviews channel, but also promotions on all of the major social medias. And I do have quite a bit of social media, so that's something else that you can get into. And I'm more than willing to sponsor whatever on any of the channels, including LinkedIn. So if you want to get the biggest bang for your buck, please do contact us. I'll be more than happy to negotiate a small fee in order for your products to be placed on the channel And I can do the appropriate editing. I know you see the videos. They're kind of guerrilla style. One cuts, I understand that. However, they are guerrilla style one cuts for the recordings, but that doesn't mean that I can't edit in things just like everybody else. I can definitely drop in the little box down here. I can also, put in the slides to say, hey, this is what the product is, and let them know that it's sponsored here on the channel. I do have a lot of connections and social media and everything else, so do give me a little holler, and I'd be more than happy to speak with you about that, and we can go forward. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day, because it is a day. And with that being said, as always, food reviews with Fatty, out.